For option 1, which is chapter 1 of Matthew L. Sanders' Becoming a Learner book, I chose a student is one who absorbs knowledge as a learner is one who applies the knowledge, because he describes how in college you have so many topics thrown at you. Some you think you know, and some you've never even heard of. This is meaning our education will be broadened, but only if we allow ourselves to open up our minds to it. For most, when all the facts and evidence is right in front of us, we can still see it and hear it, but true learners will know how to adjust and apply that into their brain and what they've already known. So to me, this means that when you go in with like a preset mind, a student will just kind of hear it and take it in, but a learner is someone who's actually willing to broaden their skill set and broaden their mind and be able to just do more with the elements that are thrown at them. And then for chapter 2, which is also option 2 of Matthew L. Sanders' Becoming a Learner book, I chose a student is one who tries to avoid challenges, and a learner is one who seeks out, try and find challenges. And I chose this because in Sanders' book, he talks about how when you graduate and are going on to if you are going on to graduate school, your job isn't necessarily promised. You have to work to get it. So that means for some students, they will choose to go with an easier career path or something that has more openings or prospected to have more openings by the time that they graduate, so that way they don't have to face a challenge and they're able to really feel like they're comfortable and in a comfortable space. Whereas a learner seeks out a challenge and they try to exceed themselves and push themselves to be the best that they can be and try and do what they love. And for me, that also means a learner is probably the people who go out and become doctors or lawyers or some of the harder skill sets that are more impacted, because they're not only do they love it, but they're also seeking a challenge. They're trying to push themselves and make sure that they're going to school, they're getting the best education they can, and they're going to get the great grades to go into grad school and do the whole process that you kind of need to do for those schools. Same with teaching. You need to go through your master's programs and things like that. And the higher you go through with those programs, the better chance you're going to have of finding a job. And then I also think that challenges come in many different forms throughout life. Not everything is going to be easy, so challenges are always thrown at you. And students of life will just kind of run away from challenges, whereas learners and people who are seeking to do better will face those challenges head on and kind of say, you know what, I'm going to take this down and I'm going to be able to excel off of this and learn off of this and be better because of this. And then for option 3, I watched Sanders' video, and I chose that a student is one who waits to be directed, as where a learner is someone who seeks out opportunities, because he stated that when he was going to grad school, he realized he was the kid who waited for everyone to direct him and show him the path for his future, and that he didn't want that. Sanders wanted to make sure he sought out opportunities for his future and gave himself the best opportunity to thrive in the future. This to me kind of means that students will kind of just sit back and wait for someone to hand them something and be like, oh, there you go, you should do this, or oh, let me help you do this. Whereas a learner is someone who's going to force themselves to go out and do things and make themselves better. And yeah.